after that. So if everybody could please mute, and we will have our Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilmember Schilling, who is also a veteran.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Good evening. We greatly appreciate our staff, council, and residents adapting to our teleconference format due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Tonight's meeting will be held under Minnesota State Statute 13D.021 that permits a public body to hold a meeting via telephone or other electronic means due to the COVID-19 pandemic. For members of the public, the meeting is being live streamed on the City of Wyoming YouTube page. The Wyoming City Council meeting will be recorded as part of the public record. After each agenda item is read and staff gives a report on the agenda item, I will call upon each council member individually if they have questions on that particular item. If you wish to make a motion or second a motion, please state your name first. All votes on all items will be completed by a roll call to meet the standards for the state statute 13D.021. I promise that I think I'll have it memorized by the time we go back in session, right? All right, so with that, we'll start on an open forum. Mr. Linwood, do we have anybody requesting open forum?
No open forums tonight, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to number 1, approval of minutes. Consider approving the minutes of the regular meeting of the Wyoming, Minnesota City Council for March 2nd, 2021. There are no questions or comments. Do we have a motion to approve?
Schilling, so moved.
All right, we have Member Luker as a first. Member Schilling, are you a second?
Yes.
Member Luker is a second. Roll call, please. Member Onstead?
Aye.
Member Yeager?
Aye.
Member Schilling?
Aye.
Member Luker?
Aye.
Mayor Iverson is an aye. They do pass. Consent agenda number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Does anyone wish to pull an item from the consent agenda for further discussion?
Member Yeager would like to pull numbers 2 and 3.
All right, we do need a motion to approve number 4 and 5 on the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve?
Onstead, so moved.
Member Onstead makes the first. Mayor Iverson will make the second. Roll call on that, please. Member Onstead?
Aye.
Member Yeager?
Aye.
Member Schilling?
Aye.
Member Luker?
Aye.
And Mayor Iverson is an aye. So number 2, to consider a memorandum of agreement with the Minnesota Department of Health for the Wyoming Public Water System for radium compliance. Member Yeager, you have a question.
Okay, this memorandum of agreement appears to have changed. We went from pumping only like 10% of the water to, or 38% of the water. Now we're apparently allowed to pump more, and we can only pump it 10 months out of the year.
6 months, Councilman Yeager, out of the year.
6 months?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right, 6 months out of the year. So what has changed to change this memorandum of agreement?
The radium levels in well 1 and 2 have decreased, and well 3 increased a little. And so they measure it out for the total maximum containment levels. And that is why they will let us pump 50% of our usage this year.
Okay. So basically the other 2 wells, it's enough of a decrease so that we can blend, more of well 3.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's all I had.
All right. Member Yeager, would you like to make the first motion? Oh, sorry, we have to go to number 3 as well. So to consider a request.
Mayor Iverson, let's just do these 2 separately.
You want to do them separately. So you want to go ahead and make the motion to approve number 2?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, move to approve consent agenda item number 2.
Okay, do we have a second?
For Schilling will second.
All right, Member Schilling makes that second. Roll call, please. Member Luger?
Aye.
Member Schilling?
Aye.
Member Yeager?
Aye.
Member Onstead?
yay,
Member Iverson is an aye. Member Iverson is an aye. It does pass. All right, number 3, to consider request to advertise for public works seasonal worker at $13 to $50 per, $13 to $50 per hour, depending on experience. That would have been a big difference, right? All right, Member Yeager.
Okay. Given that we already have upgraded our technology so that we're theoretically can do more, our staff, existing staff can do more work with in less time, and that we've already expanded the staff, why is this position necessary?
Councilmember Yeager, usually we have people on vacation or comp time, and so we currently have persons that they're 3 to 4 person crews, like blacktopping streets, and this person would fill in on them kind of situations, just for safety reasons. And also, our parks are not in the best of shape, the diamonds and stuff, because of COVID. They weren't open last year, so we didn't maintain them. And so, again, we're only going to put in for 1 employee. That's all the vehicles we have with COVID restrictions. And last year, that's pretty much, we did hire a second employee, but he did not work out. And so we only had 1 employee last year too. And I think that's pretty much where we're headed this year. If that answers your question.
In these park duties, are they going to include weeding flower beds?
We have been looking at that, and we're wondering if we should contract them out or have them weeded by us. They have had no maintenance for a long period of time, except for the Girl Scouts and like at Ashton. But yes, we have a plan. We have a budget for it too. $5,000 for landscaping on this stuff.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Thank you. I don't know if I can support this, given that we've already expanded our staff. So somebody else make the motion.
Okay, so Mr. Linwood, Mr. Angel, did we budget for that this year?
We do. We budgeted actually for 2 seasonal public works employees, and this is a event that you'll see pretty much every municipality do. That it's actually a cost savings to the city and to the taxpayers, and regarding that we utilize seasonal employees at a lower rate of pay, as you can see, that 13 to 50, to really help with a lot of those summer tasks, as Mr. Olmgeld said. I think the council's all aware of the significant amount of patching that they do in the summer. So having an extra set of hands for some of those more laborious activities is really beneficial to the department. I think it's something that when we first started doing, I think most identified it as a positive to really utilize that extra labor at a reduced rate. So like I said, it's pretty common for this time of year. Most cities get theirs out in March, and we budgeted it and we're following suit, and it's Mr. Olmgeld sees value in it. And so I think that's his recommendation.
Okay, and we are a city of over 8,000 people and growing, so it's kind of nice to have those extra hands. How many years have we been budgeting for this?
This will be the 3rd year, Mayor Iverson.
Okay, thank you. And we did have our winter help as well, correct? At our ice rink?
Correct.
Okay, so we're just continuing this year round, those extra set of hands. So, all right, so we do need a motion to approve the request to advertise for public works seasonal workers at $13 to $15 per hour, depending on experience. I'll make the motion of that. Do we have a second?
Member Schilling will second.
Wow, all right. So we'll, should we go with Mr. Onstead as that second? Awesome. We'll go Member Onstead as the second. We will do roll call, please. Member Luger.
Aye.
Member Schilling.
Aye.
Member Yeager.
Nay.
Member Onstead.
aye,
And Mayor Iverson is an aye. It does pass. All right, we'll go to reports of officers, boards, commissions, and department heads. That is 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. I would actually like to pull 6 for further discussion. Is there anyone else that would like to pull? Nope, I'm seeing no. All right, so Chief Hoppy, the only thing I really kind of want to bring, I'm looking for you here on my screen. All right, I wanted to talk a little bit more about what you're doing with the police officers for helping with nuisance, the nuisance ordinance. Have had several complaints, especially today, actually, I've had 2 today regarding that. Can you explain that a little bit more and how it's going to be different than what we've done in the past?
Absolutely. So we're looking at kind of revamping our nuisance abatement or our nuisance ordinances enforcement. And so we've already divided the city up into 6 sectors. We have signed an officer as the primary contact to each sector of the city. They're going to start doing the property inspections from the street, looking for properties that are not in compliance with either the junk vehicle or the exterior storage violations. The officer will then create an ICR or call for us. They'll make contact with the actual homeowner. They'll explain the violation, give it to them in writing, the ordinances. They're going to have a 30-day window to complete those corrections. If they make substantial improvements over that 30-day period, then we'll give them an extension. If they don't, then we're going to move them to a citation. If at any point in a 30-day window, either the primary or the extension, the homeowner fails to make progress in cleaning it up, then we're going to issue a citation. And then that property is also going to stay, and this is a little different than we've done it in the past. That property is going to stay with the officer through the course of the year as an inspection property. And they're going to re-inspect that property every 30 days. If that property is not making substantial progress in cleaning up, then we're going to issue them another citation every 30 days until the property is brought into compliance. We will be doing some video announcements here in the next 30 days where we're going to go around and give examples of properties that are not in compliance as a PSA as we start the first enforcement, 30-day enforcement period. And it's really not we're not looking to fine people. That's not our goal. We're not looking to revenue stream. That's the last thing we want to do. What we want is people to take pride in our community, pride in their properties, and show the respect for their neighborhoods, and take the initiative to really clean up their properties and just help with the beautification of Wyoming and the community that they're proud and their neighbors are proud to be part of. So our motivation really is about compliance, not enforcement. And we're going to do everything we can to help individuals, achieve that. If we do come into some homeowners that, just simply don't have the physical capabilities to do it, or some handicap issues that prevent them from doing it, we are looking for some voluntary resources that would maybe be able to assist their neighbors and assist people in the community to accomplish those cleanup efforts. So we're really going to formalize this more than we have in the past, and really track this on a monthly basis better than we have in the past. So if an individual has a property of concern in their neighborhoods, they can certainly send it to the police department. Rather than responding that day to it, we're actually going to assign it to the officer assigned to that sector so that we have better tracking and follow-up with our staff, and it doesn't get lost in the shuffle of the officer's rotation from day to day. Hope that explains a little bit.
It does. Thank you. And what is the cost of that citation?
I don't know exactly what it is right off the top of my hand. I'd have to look that up. I guess I haven't paid attention to that. It could be, $75 or $150 per citation off the top of my head. That, we don't focus on that component of it. We just know that there is a financial ramifications for non-compliance.
All right, great. Thank you for explaining that. I think there'll be some people that'll be happy with that. All right.
I have a question.
Member Yeager.
Chief Hoppy, when you talk about getting community resources to help somebody go into compliance, are you talking about, I seem to remember there was a homeowner that was by Swenson Park, and this was some years ago, where a youth group from, I think it was a church on Highway 8, came, helped her clean up her property, and then also did some work in Swenson Park. Are you
So
talking
that-
about that kind of resources?
I'm talking about that kind of resources. So, whether it be community groups, churches, we've already had somebody from the National Guard reach out and want to know how they can participate in supporting the community. So it'll be looking for opportunities, for those residents that can't complete it themselves for whatever reason. And, for civic groups that want to participate in our community, and pairing those two up to hopefully accomplish some of these properties.
Would you also look at like sentence to serve type individuals, or from like youth service bureau? What's they call it now? Lakes area, Lake Center.
So we probably wouldn't lean on those to come in and do these type of projects. Those programs, we usually lean more towards government properties, and the reason being is we certainly don't want to have to sit and vet everybody that's on those programs to ensure that the property owners are comfortable, and there's a little different dynamics there.
Okay. That's all I had.
All right, thank you. Update number 11 on Stagecoach Days. Did anybody want to hear more about that? Kelly, Ms. Dumas, are you going to be talking about that?
Mayor.
All right, great. I know people have been asking, they're going to be really excited to hear this.
Yes, absolutely. Mayor, members of the council, staff wanted to just provide an update, especially with the context of COVID-19. In this past year, all the events that we've had to cancel, that this upcoming year, the Fire Relief Association is moving forward with plans for Stagecoach Days 2021. So we're very excited about that. The date for Stagecoach Days is set at September 18th, 2021. That's a Saturday. And Travis Parsons from the Fire Department and Public Works, as well as Hunter Hubert, and Ken Herkus are going to be working to coordinate all the logistics for Stagecoach Days, and city staff will be providing them support as needed for that process. And we're looking forward to that community celebration. We are still planning on doing community fireworks like we've done in years past from the city side. So we just wanted to provide an update that is moving forward with planning. And with that, I'll stand for questions.
And it's one day, right? Did you state that? Okay, so one day on that Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, any other questions before I move on? Nope. All right, very excited to have that come back again. So, all right, so new business number 12 on our agenda, to consider the request from Mockness Development Group LLC to provide a cashier's check in place of a letter of credit payable to the city of Wyoming in the amount of $670,000. I'm not sure if Mr. Linwood or Mr. Lunden is going to take this tonight.
I think Mr. Weck is going to start with it, and then we can share any questions.
All right, I'll just list everybody tonight. How's that? All right, Mr. Weck.
Madam Mayor and council members, Mr. Moxness and his development group are asking for, as the mayor said, doing 101% of the cost of the improvements for the Summerfields development instead of the 125%. He had asked the same thing in the Kennedy Estates development about 5 years ago. The city council did approve that request, and staff is recommending approval of it also. The drawdown for requests on the draw on the money that we'd be holding, he would not be able to do that until we got to 125% of what the remaining improvements in the development are. So although he's starting short, once we get down to that point, we'll maintain it at that 125%. That's all I got.
Sorry, I was on mute. All right, I'm going to go around I'll go around the room, and so if you have any questions, Member Luger.
I have no questions.
Member Schilling?
I have no questions, Mayor.
Member Yeager?
No questions. I apparently asked them the first time.
Member Onstad?
I have no questions.
All right, and I have none either. So we're going to go ahead and need a motion to approve the request from Moxness Development Group LLC to provide a cashier's check in place of a letter of credit payable to the city of Wyoming in the amount of $670,000. Do we have a motion to approve?
Member Luger, so moved.
Member Luger makes the first. Do we have a second?
Member Schilling seconds.
Member Schilling makes that second. Roll call, please. Member Onstead,
Aye.
Member Yeager,
Aye.
Member Schilling,
Aye.
Member Luger,
Aye.
and Mayor Iverson is an aye. All right, number 13. Thanks for joining us, Mr. Moxness. All right, number 13
Thank
on
you.
our agenda. To consider resolution 21-03-22, a resolution receiving bids and awarding a contract for the 2021 East Viking Utility Project, City Project 21-01. Let me see if I can get this one right. Would that be Mr. Erickson?
You nailed it.
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of the council. We did receive bids on the East Viking Boulevard Utility Improvement Project on Thursday, March 11th. We did receive a total of 7 bids. The bids range from $1,224,780.35 to $1,649,180.75. So our low bidder was Keekly at $1,224,780.35. The engineer's estimate for the project was just over that at $1,258,634. So staff is recommending approval of a resolution receiving the bids and awarding a contract for SAP 248108-001 East Viking Boulevard Utility Improvements, City Project number 19-02. So that'll stand for any questions that you have.
Great, thank you. Member Onstead, do you have any questions?
I do not have any questions at this time.
All right, and Member Luger,
No questions.
Member Schilling,
No questions.
and Member Yeager.
No questions, but I am pleased that it came below the engineer's estimate.
All right, so we do need a motion to approve Resolution 21-03-22, a resolution of awarding the contract for the 2021 East Viking Utility Project, City Project 21-01. Do we have a motion to approve?
Member Schilling, so moved.
Member Schilling makes that first. Do we have a second?
Member Onstead will make the second.
Member Onstead makes that second. Roll call, please. Member Luger,
Aye.
Member Schilling,
Aye.
Member Yeager,
Aye.
Member Onstead,
Aye.
and Mayor Iverson is an aye. I have to say I'm pretty pleased with WSB because the majority of the time, I can't remember when the last time they did not come up with right numbers. So usually we get the bids that are under what we're thinking it's going to be. So good job on that.
It was a little bit closer. I didn't want to be low and have you ask me to do the work. So that.
I'll wait for that day, right? All right, thank you. Number 14, to consider resolution 21-03-23 to approve the updated proposal from Interstate Companies for the overlayment of Faxton Avenue for $11,315. Mr. Almjad, are you taking this one?
Yes, Mayor, thank you.
Thank you.
Public Works started a program of overlaying the worst streets that were not scheduled for the next 5 years for construction. So Faxton Avenue is one street we had estimated in 2020 because we were going to overlay it in 2021. The winter took its toll on the street, and in front of Kevin's Car Wash, our plow truck had hit a soft spot and it ripped up a large portion of the blacktop. So we replaced the blacktop with millings for now. Public Works is requesting approval of the street as part of our 2021 street maintenance projects. As you know, the car wash is all about automobiles and driving through there. So our annual street, we had 3 estimates last year, and Interstate was the low bid, and that's who we used last year on 264th and Finley. And so we would like to just proceed with this because of the cost of it. And we don't have the rest of our CIP items ready yet for 2021, but this is almost an emergency to fix. So the annual street maintenance CIP is $100,000, and that's where this will be, repair will come out of that fund. So our recommendation is to update the updated proposal from Interstate for $11,350 be approved for overlayment of Paxton Avenue.
All right, thank you, Mr. Almgeld. Just a couple questions. One, I read in your report, and maybe you stated this already, that they're giving us the same price as it was last year, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And when are they going to start this repair?
The blacktop plants are opening currently, and they thought they could get in here right away, but with this last, I don't know, snowfall, I guess you call it, it would be a while yet, maybe a week or two.
Okay, it's supposed to be getting into the 60s this next week, so that'll be nice to have it done, right? All right. Member Schilling, any questions?
I have 0 questions.
Member Yeager?
How long is this patch going to last?
We believe 5 years for sure. 5 to 7 is what I would predict it as.
Okay, thank
It's not
you.
a permanent fix.
No, but it gives us time to schedule the road repair.
Correct. It'd be just like 264th and Finley last year.
Okay. Thank you.
Member Luger?
I have no questions.
Member Onstead?
I have no questions either.
All right, and Mayor Iverson already asked, so we do need a motion to approve Resolution 21-03-23 to approve the updated proposal from Interstate Companies for the overlayment of Paxton Avenue for $11,315. Do we have a motion to approve?
Member Schilling, so moved.
Member Schilling makes that first. Do we have a second?
Member Onsted makes a second.
Member Onstead makes that second. Roll call, please. Member Luger?
Aye.
Member Schilling?
Aye.
Member Yeager?
Aye.
Member Onstead?
Aye.
And Mayor Iverson is an aye. It is approved. Number 15 on our agenda, to consider Resolution 21-03-0-24 to purchase a replacement of the current generator at lift station number 4 with a new generator from Kodiak Power Systems for the purchase price of $23,900. Mr. Almgeld.
Thank you, Mayor. Lift station number 4 is located on Wyoming Trail and Foxborough Avenue by the Lutheran Church. The generator alarmed with low coolant alarm, and Public Works discovered oil in the coolant. We contacted Kodiak Power Systems, who is our contracted generator maintenance company. Upon inspection, they discovered a cracked cylinder head. The repair is very costly, so we turned the estimates into our insurance equipment breakdown policy. The League of Minnesota Cities Insurance Trust will cover the loss and to restore it to its pre-loss condition. The repair is estimated at $13,500 and could be more after they take the unit apart. A new unit is $23,900. The league will honor the estimate minus the $1,000 deductible from our policy. The current unit is a 2007, and with over 50% of a new unit covered by insurance, Public Works is requesting the replacement of the current unit. The purchase price of the new unit is $23,900. The insurance claim will be $13,500 less the $1,000 deductible. So the balance of the new generator will be $11,400 from the sewer fund, lift station repairs. And we have $20,000 budgeted in that account. So staff recommends replacing the current generator at lift station 4 with a generator from Kodiak Power Systems for the purchase price of $23,900.
Okay, thank you. Member Yeager, any questions?
Yes. At yesterday's sewer commission, there was talk of the commission had a couple of generators that they're looking to dispose of, not in the disposal type way, but offering to their member cities. Would that be a possibility? I know that just came up last night.
I did speak with Mr. Almgeld about that, Councilmember Yeager, and those generators, and I think Mr. Almgeld's probably prepared to discuss those.
Yes, absolutely. What I understand, they're diesel generators, and diesel generators, if you use them at a lift station, they need containment around it in case there's a diesel spill. That's costly. And then Green Step Cities has grants available. They want you to get rid of the diesel units. They're called off-road equipment. And usually in September is the deadline. They usually have $1 million, and then you put in for the grant, and they actually make you drill a hole in the block of the diesel generator, and then they'll let you get a natural gas one. And so that's what I would recommend them they do.
So basically, wouldn't work out.
No.
Okay.
All right, Member Onstad? Any questions?
Yes, I was curious about how long a one of these lift stations is supposed to last, and how many years that we'll probably get out of this one, and how many years do we get out of the old one again?
Councilmember Onstad, they should last 20 to 25 years. This did fail prematurely, and it was a 2007. So that is also a reason the League of Minnesota Cities will honor the claim, because it did not reach its longevity.
Looks like we did get some life out of it, though.
14 years.
Yeah.
All right, Member Schilling,
I actually have no questions.
right? And Member Luger.
I have no questions.
All right, thank you. It's nice to have insurance, right, when this kind of stuff happens. So, all right, we need a motion to approve Resolution 21-03-24 to purchase a replacement of the current generator at lift station number 4 with a new generator from Kodiak Power Systems for the purchase price of $23,900. Do we have a motion to approve?
Member Luger, so moved.
Member Luger makes the first. Do we have a second?
Member Onsted will make the second.
Member Onstad makes that second. Roll call, please. Member Schilling,
Aye.
Member Yeager,
Aye.
Member Onstad,
Aye.
Member Luger,
Aye.
Mayor Iverson is an aye. It does pass. All right, we're going to go to number 16. I do think I need new glasses tonight. So we're going to number 16 to consider a Wyoming City Council work session meeting April 9th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Mr. Linwood, are you going to speak on this?
Council members, I'm not sure if you can hear me. I think I'm having some.
Nope.
You can
You're
hear
good.
me? Okay,
Yeah.
now I can hear you again. I'm having some internet issues here at City Hall. I apologize. This has been ever evolving dates on this work session, but staff, as we've continued to work through the facility needs assessment with Wold, and brought some of our finance people into the mix and some of the potential costs and how that would fit into our long-term plan. We'd like to have a work session with the council to evaluate some of those findings and moving forward. Right now, we have changed that date. What I've presented to the council right now is Wednesday, April 14th. But it sounds like we may have some conflicts on that date as well, but I'll let council discuss with some of their calendars right now and see if we can't find a more appropriate date for it.
All right. I know that I am not available the 5th, the 10th through the, let me just get my calendar up here. Until that following Saturday. So I am not available the 10th through the work week, the 16th. So that day would not work for me. Member Yeager?
What day would work?
I'm available anytime after that.
We could do it, council members. I just wanted to let you know that one date that we could look at in speaking with our finance director would be, we could move it up. Originally, I know I had said Thursday, April 8th, but we could do Wednesday, April 7th, if that would be a date that the council would be willing to look at.
I can do this Wednesday, April 7th.
I can do the 7th.
Member Schilling?
I can do it. It's the day after my elbow surgery, so I'll be in a cast. But I can do it.
You're
falling
gonna be
apart.
bionic. You'll be
I'm not
bionic
having
by
a
the time
good,
everything's
I'm not
done.
having a good year, but yes, I can make it. I will make it. So,
Okay, that sounds great. Member Onstad?
I have no surgeries planned for that day, so I'm good.
And Member Luger?
I also have no surgeries planned on that. Or before.
Poor Member Schilling. All right, so it looks like, and that's good with staff, so we're gonna go April 7th and at 6 p.m., Mr. Linwood?
Yes, please. If you could just make a motion, Mayor, or have someone make a motion, Mayor Iverson, for that date and time for that work session.
Yep. Can we have a motion to approve the Wyoming City Council work session meeting on April 7th at 6 p.m.?
Onstead will make the motion, as long as Mr. Schilling could raise an elbow towards that.
All right. Member Onstad makes the first, and I think Member Luger was making that second. All right. Roll call on that, please. So Member Schilling?
aye.
Member Luger?
Aye.
Member Yeager?
Aye.
Member Onstad?
Aye.
That looks like we'll be, and is that going to be virtually as well, Mr. Linwood?
That's the plan right now.
Okay, sounds good. All right, now we can get to council reports. So we're going to start with Member Onstad.
I was part of the planning commission. They are working on the comprehensive plan and doing a lot of wordsmithing on it. And it's really looking fantastic. It's really quite a neat project. I'm looking forward to it getting done and moving forward.
All right, thank you. Member Luger.
I have no reports. Thanks
Okay,
for all who watched.
Thank you. Member Schilling.
No reports. I'd like to thank everybody for watching.
All right, and Member Yeager.
I attended last night's sewer commission meeting. The plant performance has decreased due to the cold, but it's still in compliance with the state. The commission approved a contract for the maintenance and the general inspection of their generators. And in financial matters, the commission accepted the audit, joined the 4M fund, and authorized the loan application for this year's lift station project. And that's all I have, and thank you all for watching.
Member Yeager, I got into that meeting just a little bit late. That maintenance contract, do you remember what that was for?
Let me go look into the packet for you. When was that down there? There was a list of lift station generators rather. Apparently they had not been, the record keeping on them was not the greatest. And they really could stand to be inspected, just so at least you got a baseline of the condition of each one of them. And then any maintenance that goes along with them. Does that help? I do have it up here, found it here. Yeah, there's a list. Each one, wastewater plant, lift station 1 to 10, prices on it, description. If they need cleaning, if they need any kind of maintenance. So that was basically it. Do you need anything else?
Do you remember what the price of that was?
Okay. Let's see.
Just a round figure. Again, it was so hard to hear.
Proposed services, cost of proposal was $8,240. They had, let's see, level 200 full service with 91-point inspections for $6,115, extensive cleaning on the effective units for $221.25. Yeah, that looks like the right math.
So about $8,000 or $9,000.
Yeah, 8240.
Okay, 8240. Awesome. And it got voted yes on. You made that second, correct? There was a first and a second. Did you make that second on that for the
I
motion?
don't recall.
Oh, okay. I just know it was hard to hear. So, but I do know
Yeah,
that it passed. Okay, I thought I heard you make that second. Okay. So my report is I attended the EDA meeting and the Planning Commission meeting. I too am looking forward to getting that document finished. And then also the Joint Sewer Committee meeting. We did break the Joint Sewer Committee meeting. There was a lot of subcommittees, and we did decide that we didn't need, I don't know how many there were, 10, something like that. So we actually shrunk everything down to 2 subcommittees. Member Schilling, you are going to be on the executive committee.
Okay.
I volunteered you for that. And Member Yeager is going to be on the finance committee, and I'm kind of the backup person when somebody can't attend. So, all right.
More on those subcommittees. There were a number of subcommittees that seemed to be redundant, given that we're now outsourcing the plant information, plant operation rather. Things like negotiations personnel that could have stood to be streamlined in light of the new operations.
Yep, that makes sense. So we went ahead and did that, and I think it will be definitely a better functioning committee. So that's all I have. I thank everybody for being here tonight and for watching. We heard from everybody except for Mr. Lunan. Mr. Lunan, our attorney, we didn't want to hear from him tonight, so all is good. That's all good. So that's a good thing. All right, everybody.
I will note that for the Moxness, there was a staff report, and it attributed attorney quote to Attorney Veerling, and that I think saved me from answering one question tonight. So
that is correct.
His spirit looms on.
That's right. All right, we do miss him. When you see him, tell him we say hi. All right, so with that, I am going to make a motion to adjourn. The time right now is 7:44. With that, we're just all going to shake our heads. Yes, if you want to stay on, say no, but otherwise with a good shake of the head, we will be adjourned. We say yes for that. Linda wants to stay on?
Nay.
Linda doesn't play these games, you know?
That makes for a fun council. We all need to have some fun. All right, looks like we're adjourned at 7:44. Everybody have a great night and a great week. Take care.
Yeah.